Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Premier League live score show, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you for joining me for these games, guys. Really appreciate it. Welcome aboard, guys. Please, for our start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video, all that sweet stuff. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic, guys. We'll get you the latest news. As soon as a goal goes in, we will give you the latest news, guys, of the goal that goes in, of course. So thank you, everyone. So far, it is 0-0 everywhere we are, of course. 0-0 everywhere we are, of course, guys. So that is what it is at the moment, guys. So let's have a wait and see what's going on here. There we go. Okay, so 0-0 everywhere we go, guys. Big up everyone who's joined me for this stream. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it very much, of course. So Aston Villa defeated Arsenal today by 2-1, guys. 2-1. Aston Villa defeated Arsenal. What does that do to the title aspirations of Arsenal? What does that do to them? Big result in the Premier League title race, of course, guys. Massive result in the Premier League title race. Absolutely huge result. It is. And, this is what we're saying. So you can't rule out anyone. You can't rule out anyone. You can't just give the title to Arsenal in December. It's just not going to happen. That's not how we do things, is it? We said it. We said it ourselves. We said it that, we can't be, giving the title to Arsenal already. It's too early, of course. Absolutely is way too early, guys. So let's wait and see what happens, guys. Absolutely. So 2-1 to Aston Villa. Aston Villa scored in the 94th minute, the last minute of injury time, guys. That's what it was, the last minute of injury time. Aston Villa scored. Oh, well, that's just life, isn't it? That's how it goes, isn't it, Big Nose? That's how life is sometimes, at the end of the day, guys. That is how it goes. Absolutely. So we'll be keeping an update on all the games, guys. This is new for Stretford Post. This is new for Stretford Post, guys. Absolutely brand new for Stretford Post. This is what it's all about, guys. It is all about us, of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me just get rid of this one. 1 second, guys. This is what it's all about, of course, guys. 1-0 to Bournemouth against Chelsea, guys. It is 1-0 to Bournemouth against Chelsea. Bournemouth have scored, guys, against Bournemouth. 1-0. 1-0 to Bournemouth. My goodness me. What the hell has happened there? Goal for Bournemouth already, guys. I missed that one. And it's 1-0 to Everton against Nottingham Forest, guys. 1-0 to Everton against Nottingham Forest. 1-0, guys. Everton 1-0 up, guys. Absolutely crazy stuff here. Crazy stuff. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable stuff. Big up, Yale. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. So Everton are 1-0 up against the VAR is going on at the moment at Bournemouth at the moment, guys. But Bournemouth are, in theory, 1-0 up. Everton are also 1-0 up, guys. Everton are also 1-0 up, of course. Yale, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing, Yale? Good day. The World Cup was, well, we're checking the VAR for the Bournemouth goal. We're checking the VAR. It was Semenyo who got the goal. We're checking the VAR. No, he's on. He's definitely on. He's on. Second phase of play. He's definitely on, guys. Wouldn't that be typical Chelsea luck? If they managed to get that, that would be Chelsea luck, wouldn't it? The goal gets disallowed, guys. The goal has been disallowed. No goal for Chelsea. No goal for Bournemouth. Goal has been scraped off, guys. VAR decision. Lucky Chelsea. Lucky Chelsea, guys. Lucky Chelsea. Goal has been scraped off. Goal has been scraped off. It is, guys, at the end of the day. Unfortunate. Yep. Unfortunately, the goal has been scraped off, guys. Thought we got a little bit of excitement there. I thought that Chelsea got the goal, guys. But I thought that Bournemouth got the goal, guys. Unfortunately, they didn't, and it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We live another day. Bournemouth get to fight another day, guys. Absolutely. Congrats to Arsenal. Big up. Yeah. Yale, by the way, just want to say, tough group for Norway. One of the toughest groups you got. In all fairness, one of the toughest groups you got there. Absolutely tough group. So it's still 0-0. Man City 0, Sunderland 0, Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 0. Guys, absolutely. Ryan, congrats to Arsenal. Massive game, Arsenal. Massive game. But fluky Chelsea. I'm a bit worried about it. I'm a bit angry about Chelsea. Chelsea got fluked there. They got fluky. With that offside. I didn't think he was offside. I just looking at it, didn't think. Long time no see, Helge. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope everything is blessed with you, my guy. Hope everything is blessed with you. Of course. Be keeping you bang up to date with the scores, guys. Everton are 1-0 up against Nottingham Forest, guys. Milenkovic, the defender, has got the goal for Everton, guys. Rest of the games are 0-0. Nearly 1-0 to Bournemouth. Nearly. Not quite. No cigar, guys. Nearly, though. 1-0 to Bournemouth. But there we go, guys. Excitement, not quite. It was. We're banking on luck. We want a Sunderland win today. We want a Sunderland and we want a Bournemouth win today. That's what we want. I did want Argentina, Morocco, and Italy again. So I'm pleased with the group. I want us to have a hard competition. Fair play. It is funny though, isn't it? Some of the teams in the tournament are so awful. I looked at them. My goodness me, Panama and Uzbekistan and. It's another chance of Bournemouth? No, not quite. Come on, Sunderland Rise. Come on, my friend. Damn, Everton 1-0 up. Yes, Everton are 1-0 up, my guy. Milenkovic has got the goal for Everton, guys. That is the score there. Let's not forget, we remind you, Aston Villa have defeated Arsenal by 2-1. This scary Arsenal. This scary Arsenal by 2-1, guys. Have defeated them by 2-1. This scary Arsenal. Hold that. You know what I mean? Hold that. My goodness me. Absolutely hilarious stuff. You got to laugh sometimes, haven't you? You got to smile while you still have teeth, isn't it, guys? You got to smile while you still have teeth, of course. Tottenham 0, Brentford 0, Man City 0, Sunderland 0, Newcastle 0, Burnley 0, Everton 1. Not for the only goal is at Everton at the moment. Bournemouth, yeah, of course, is 0-0. And that is what it is, guys. Yale, I do hope Bolivia wins their games to end up Norway group. I'm not sure, but I think they are harder team to beat. Some of these South American teams are absolutely useless, Yale. Too many of them qualified. I think there's too many. I think we need more quality. To be honest with you, I don't want to say that, to be honest, but obviously everyone has to have an opportunity. But they either extend the tournament, or to be honest with you, or don't have them at all. To be honest with you, that's what I would say. That's the only thing I would say about that. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Of course, it is what it is, guys. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in. Of course. For the watchalongs, guys, really appreciate it. This is a new one, of course. Just a little extra today, guys. Little extra today. Senegal not bad, Senegal not bad. Senegal not a bad team. We're gonna have to be careful. Senegal, they're a good team. Honestly, always have been one of those difficult teams to beat. We all remember the '98 World Cup, 2002 World Cup, should I say? They ain't no mugs, mate, so I think they'll be very hard. They will be hard. And one thing about the World Cup, Helge, is just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves, You'll see, it's so nerve-wracking. I can only imagine what it goes on with the players and stuff like that, It is so nerve-wracking, of course. I'm watching two at the same time at the moment. I'm watching Bournemouth against Chelsea, and I'm watching Sunderland against Man City. I'm only allowed two, so don't know how I get more, but yeah, I'm keeping an eye out. I've got two more. I've got the rest of the games in very small boxes. I've got two main ones and two. The rest of them are very small boxes. So I've got managed to get all the games, but if you know what I mean, they're very small. So, but what I'm watching now, up to date, everything. I'm watching City, Chelsea. Watch, big up, my friend, big up, guys. It is still only one goal in the Premier League so far, of course, because Man United are the most entertaining team in the league, as we say. Of course, guys, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing how Sunderland cope today. If Sunderland can cope today, looking to see how they do, to be honest with you. I'm looking to see how Sunderland get on. I am, absolutely, seeing how they get on. Yale, I just want to see good games. It's why I always want to draw Liverpool versus United in the cup day. Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough. I actually think you do better when you play better teams in tournaments. I don't know about you, but I think, like, for example, Man United, 98, 99, who did we have in our group? Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Bromby ain't no mugs as well. So we had Barcelona and Bayern Munich in our group. And yeah, and then we ended up playing, obviously, Juve, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich again, you know. But it gives you, like, when you win those games, it gives you this kind of momentum, doesn't it? It gives you momentum to go on, of course, you know, at the end of the day. It does give you that momentum. So it is obviously 0-0 everywhere we are, everywhere we're gone, guys, at the moment. Still 1-0 Everton, of course. Sunderland holding their own, playing very deep here. Here come Chelsea on the attack. Chelsea got the ball there. He's got his kicked out of touch. What a game earlier on, though, guys, that we were doing a watch along for. It is against Bournemouth against Chelsea was Aston Villa against Arsenal was absolutely phenomenal. Of course, guys, absolutely phenomenal. Of course, everyone, that was amazing game to watch. Aston Villa in the last minute. In the last minute, guys, got the goal. In the last minute. Injury time, they got the goal. Absolutely. That's a scary Arsenal, as we saw. As they say, as they gaslight us that Arsenal are the best team in history. But the way people talk. Sal, who do you want to win and lose? Right, if I go through the games, I want Bournemouth to win. I want Nottingham Forest to win. I want Sunderland to win. I want Burnley to win. And I want Brentford to win. That's about it, mate. Absolutely. Agree, Sal. If we come through the group, then France and Senegal, and then suddenly meet the US or something very average, the knockout almost becomes easier than the group. Yes, that's how it should be. You play the hard games, but listen, the World Cup, you know, in any tournament, FA Cup, Champions League, anything, you've got to play the best to be the best. You should never fear who you play. I've always believed that. You know, I would much prefer England to have Argentina and France in their group. I would. You know, because, you know, you get that feel for a tough game. If you're playing like Uzbekistan and then you're playing Nogueira, whatever that name is, and then, you know, then you go on to play France in a quarterfinal or last 16, you're not going to be really prepared for that. And I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example of it. Glasgow Rangers and Celtic in Scotland, right? Glasgow Rangers and Celtic, they play easy games all season. No disrespect, but, you know, they don't play any hard games. Glasgow Rangers and Celtic, a bit like PSG, which is why PSG won't win the Champions League as much as they should. They got a good team, but they won't win it again and again and again because they don't have that competitive edge. In the Premier League, you have that competitive edge. In Scotland, you don't have that competitive edge. For example, Celtic and Rangers win it every year. Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV win it every year. Rest of the league is relatively rubbish. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. You know, and that's why they don't do well in Europe because you lack that competitive edge. It's a big difference between playing Aberdeen on Saturday and Real Madrid on Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, to be honest with you. That's the problem that these smaller leagues have. It's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. So it's still Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, guys. Newcastle 0, Burnley 0, Man City 0, Sunderland 0, Tottenham 0, Brentford 0, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, guys. And we are live, guys, for this unique show of Stretford Post. Big up, Kenyon. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. For this unique show of Stretford Post, of course, which is the live Premier League games, guys, all over the world, guys. Absolutely. I wish I had all the scores all over the world. You know what I mean? It's just me, guys. It's me at the end of the day. One day. So there we go. One goal so far. Bournemouth had a goal disallowed earlier, guys. Bournemouth were unlucky to get a goal disallowed. Unlucky. Hell, just spot on. People love this misconduct notion that teams like Bayern and PSG have it easier. Is 100% the other way around. It's difficult to raise your game. It really is. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. If Bayern München and PSG played in the Premier League, that, you know, they would do well. They wouldn't get relegated or anything. They do well. They're competing with top four, but they'll have that competitive edge because in the Premier League, it's you could be playing Brentford away. It's difficult. You could play Everton away. We could play Everton at home like Man United. You know, this is what we're talking about. And Man United will find it easier, and I know disrespect, to play PSG than to play Everton. This is how it goes. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, you look at the Premier League, you've got Arsenal, you've got Newcastle, you've got City, you've got Chelsea, you know, you've got Liverpool, you know, and then you've got the teams like Everton and Brentford and Tottenham and Newcastle. You know, it's difficult. And this is the thing with the Premier League. And then you get that competitive edge all the time. Big up, Kenyon. Thank you so much. You make it more fun for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you here. I really do. I really appreciate you, mate. This is a kind of a new thing for Stretford Post. We are a Man United channel, of course we are, but we do call every single football fairly, of course. No bias intended. No bias at all. Absolutely none. Bournemouth rather unluckily got a goal this. I don't think that was offside. I'm going to stick by my guns with that one, even though I've only seen it a little bit. I'm going to stick by my guns because I don't like Chelsea. There you go. Have that. There you go, guys. Still 0-0. Sunderland are still 0-0 as well. I've got Sunderland and Bournemouth live on my screen. All right. Here come Chelsea on the attack, guys. Chelsea have got, that's a bad pass from Chelsea. He's just missed it there. Poor pass from Chelsea. So I don't pray for things like this, but would like Ronaldo to win the World Cup. I would like that as well, Gareth. If England, my team, don't win the World Cup, if England don't win the World Cup, I would like Cristiano Ronaldo to win the World Cup, just to put to bed that silly GOAT thing with that rigged Qatar World Cup, right? So I would like Portugal to win the World Cup. I would like that. I would like Italy, Portugal, and England, one of those, to win the World Cup. That's my thing. If it was to do with all around the world, that or Ivory Coast. Senegal, pretty good. I do like Senegal. Also, kind of like City, would never like getting 100 points without Klopp's Liverpool. Exactly. Competitive edge. Yeah, look, between Ronaldo and Messi, they needed each other. Ronaldo and Messi needed each other. They needed that elevation. He would elevate, then he would elevate. They would elevate each other. This is the thing. You got to elevate, because if you get too comfortable, you get comfortable. It's very hard, like, for example, it's a bit like sitting on the bench and you're cold and your muscles get stiff, right? It's very hard to jump up and start running. You get an injury, right? It's the same with football, Man United till I die. Thompson's predicted a Portugal win. I would like Portugal to win it. Portugal have always supplied us with very, very good footballers, always brought in very, very good footballers throughout history. And I like them better than Spain, that's for sure, guys. No other goals, guys. It's still only Everton. I do like them. I wouldn't mind Portugal winning it. I've got a sneaky feeling for England this time. I think it'd be very, very ironic for England to win the World Cup with a German manager. I just got this thing in it that England will win the World Cup with a German manager. And I'm thinking, like, can you imagine? Can you imagine that, guys? It would be incredible. It will be incredible, to be honest with you guys. It would be. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I always have a side a big up. Helge, you joker. Helge is always on a joke thing. Here come Bournemouth on the attack. Bournemouth look dangerous. Unlucky for Semenyo with that goal disallowed, of course. Sunderland playing well here. I'm looking at Sunderland. Sunderland are playing well here. They're keeping it, holding their own here, man. Here come Chelsea, though. Chelsea on the attack. Let's not forget that Arsenal lost. I'm going to keep reminding everyone today. Let's not forget that Arsenal lost today. Scary Arsenal, by the way. Scary Arsenal lost today. I should get it right. Scary Arsenal lost today to Aston Villa in the last minute. Of course, in the last minute, scary Arsenal lost. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. That is funny, to be honest with you. It is funny. Guys, thank you, everyone. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. We need to get to these likes up. Guys, let's get these likes up, guys. Thank you, everyone. Sunderland have been so fresh in. No more free up, free down. Exactly. But we do get this sometimes, Kenyan. We do get this sometimes in the Premier League where you get one team that do well. Sunderland, funny enough, I've been to loads of Man United games, and the Sunderland fans are probably the most aggressive Premier League fans I've ever seen. That is a little bit of a clue there. They're the most aggressive fans I've ever seen. Aggressive fan, but yeah, guys. Chelsea are already diving, or Cucurella has been diving all over the place. You notice that Cucurella, he puts his hair up in a bun when he's away from home, but when he's at home, he lets it out. Helge, have you noticed how when people talk about Sunderland, it's with respect and they are not to be played with? But when we won against them, it was only Sunderland and the newly promoted team. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Hated or never ignored, Helge. This is what it's always been about, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're one of the few teams. We're one of the few teams who have easily beaten Sunderland. To be honest, we easily beat them. We easily beat Burnley as well. Sadly for Manchester United, we're just not consistent. We're capable of doing things like that, but we're just not consistent. These players are not consistent. Big up, William. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, of course. Good to see everyone in the house. Hope you're all well, of course, guys. Big up, everyone. The two main games are Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, and Man City 0, Sunderland 0 at the moment, guys. Tottenham 0, Brentford 0, guys. Absolutely. We're letting you know the goals go in. Big up, William. RJ, I hope we beat Wolves and Bournemouth. We have to now, mate. We got no excuses. We have to. Chance for Sunderland. Great chance for Sunderland there. Blocked, and it's a corner to Sunderland. It's a corner going to be coming into Sunderland, guys. I like teams who get promoted and really go for it. No, this 4, 5, 6, 1, 6. Yeah. They bought a lot of players. Let's not forget that they spent a lot of money. They backed their manager. That's what it is. And they are Sunderland. They have less money than us. They have less money now. They backed their manager. Cucurella almost got that Man United loan a while back. He was a good player, mate. I think we'd be good. He's good. He's the sort of character you need. Oh, good corner there. Cleared away. The goalkeeper punched it away. Donnarumma punched it away for Man City there. Here come Man City on the attack, though. Man City on a counter attack here. Man City. Here they go. Oh, good clear. Good defending there. Good defending there, guys. Good defending there. Man City keep it tight. Still 0-0. Bournemouth still 0-0 with Chelsea. Everton. The only goal so far is Everton. Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, guys. At the moment is the only goal that has gone in tonight, with Milinkovic scoring that goal. Of course, guys. What is back in the manager? Are you speaking French? I understand. I know, mate. I know. I must be, mate. Here come Chelsea. Blocked by Bournemouth. This is a big game for Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game for Chelsea, this one. It was blocked by Bournemouth, that. Here come Bournemouth now. Bournemouth on the attack. Guys, we have to get to 50 likes. 50 likes minimum. We have to get to 50 likes minimum on this stream, guys. If we can get that, that'd be brilliant. Here come Bournemouth on the attack. Chance of Bournemouth. Oh, it's a poor one. It's a poor one. No one in the box on the overlapping run. No one running in to be a chance. They had no one to pass to. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay. Sal, I think Amram is going to finish 6th, just like missing 5 on goal difference. At this moment, I'll be happy with that, Garrett. At the moment, no, not happy, but at this moment, that will be an achievement for Man United, given the way we're the inconsistent of these players, mate. It's just these players, you don't know where you're coming or going. To be honest with you, any chance Jack to Everton a permanent move? I think it is a permanent move, isn't it? Or is it a loan? I thought it was a permanent. I think it is a permanent move, isn't it? Or is it a loan? I don't know. He's good at Everton. I think that's a good club for him. I think Everton is a good club for old Jack Grealish. I think Everton is a good club for him. I think that is absolutely it's a good club for him. So we are watching, guys, all the games of the Premier League, and so far it is not much going on. There is only one goal gone in, which was for Everton, with Milinkovic getting a goal. The main games are currently 0-0 between Bournemouth and Chelsea, Man City and Sunderland, and Tottenham and Brentford. A few games there, pretty decent, but nothing else going on, guys, in regards to that. But wait, we're all building up to the big game, isn't it? Monday's the big game. It's Man United on Monday. That is the big game. Of course it is. That's what we want. Here come Bournemouth on the attack, guys. Bournemouth on the edge of the D. Can they get? Oh, it's a poor ball, that one. Come on. It's a poor ball. Sunderland, I'm looking at Sunderland. Every time I'm looking at Sunderland have always got the ball. Sunderland are always on the move. They always got the ball. They always seem to be moving. Well done, Sunderland. Giving as good as they're getting. Well done. But yeah, look, bit disappointed by the Bournemouth disallowed goal. I want Bournemouth to win today. If Bournemouth win today and Man United win on Monday, Man United are ahead of Chelsea in the league. This Chelsea team that, you know what, people were touting as champions only a few weeks ago. Kenyon, any chance Jack to move permanent move? I think you just said that, mate. I think you just said that. I don't know if I just reread it. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I thought it was on a permanent deal. Kenyon, Jack suits beyond the main creative attack number, Adel Tarik Kupia. Yeah, Abdul Tarik was very underrated. He was a player that obviously he had an attitude problem apparently or something like that, didn't he? Problem. We've all heard that before, problems with attitude and things like that, haven't we? We've all heard the attitude argument before, haven't we? I don't know, just a character in it. Sometimes you need those characters, but sometimes they're hard to handle, isn't it? That's the thing. Tottenham 1, Brentford 0, guys. It's Tottenham 1, Brentford 0. Tottenham have scored. I'm just looking at who scored it. It's a tap in there for Richarlison, guys. Richarlison has scored the goal for Tottenham. Tottenham 1, Brentford 0, guys. The second goal of the day. That is what the score is, guys. Tottenham has scored. Richarlison has got the goal, guys. Richarlison with the goal, guys. 1-0 to Spurs. Would like Spurs to drop some points, to be honest with you. It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. But 1-0. I think you will like this. Better I'd have Emery at Old Trafford any day. She gets on. I mean, not any chance to take a dig at the manager, isn't it, Helge? Any chance to take a dig at the manager, people taking a dig at the manager. Because Emery was such a success at PSG and Arsenal. Exactly. Ancelotti. Ridiculous. Honestly, these people, honestly, they don't, can I be honest with you, Helge? Some of these people don't deserve success. Part of me feels like I don't want them to see success because they don't deserve it. You know that? Part of me feels like that they don't deserve success. Part of me feels that they shouldn't be having success. You know what I mean? I would say that wholeheartedly, guys. Wholeheartedly, I would say they don't deserve success. You know? Good corner from Bournemouth. Unlucky, cleared, of course. Chelsea looks like he's got an injury there. He looked like I got a little bit injured. The corner went in. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm laughing at your reaction right now. Yeah, I know. Wow, Amarim's gone. Amarim ain't gone nowhere, mate. I have a theory about the working in United Stand, except for garbage. Yeah, look, a lot of them, like Mods is all right. Ricky's just delusional. Beth is just like they have an agenda straight away, isn't it? You know, because she doesn't want to blame her darling Bruno, does she? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, trust me, I know about it. If well, the Chelsea player's injured. I don't know who that is. Man City have scored. Man City 1, Sunderland 0. Goal for we're just seeing this for Ruben. For Ruben has got the goal, guys. Man City are 1-0 up against Sunderland, guys. 1-0 to Man City. Against the run of play, to be honest, guys. Against the run of play. Against the run of play. I thought Sunderland had done pretty well up until that point. I thought they'd done pretty well up until that point. Unlucky. No, I don't think many people do. RJ, yeah. I don't many people do like her, to be honest. It's a great goal. Absolute splendid goal from Ruben. Ruben Diaz. Really, really good goal that. Yeah. Ruben Diaz to the goal. Because if he hires a very truly talented and ambitious people, they'd leave as soon as they got a following. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I've already said a number of times, like I've been on the football terrace a few times now. I've never been on United Stand for some reason. You know, that's the thing. He's never put me on there. Maybe I'm too knowledgeable about football. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I've got too much knowledge about football for him to put me on there. Absolutely. I think Moz is kind of okay, but he is insanely NPC. Yeah, he just kind of says and does what an AA supporter would say. Yeah, he's very basic, innit? That's the thing. I'm not basic. That's the thing. Exactly, Garrett. Just that, mate. Who's Beth? Absolutely. Do Man United use Fabrizio as an unofficial mouthpiece? No. Newcastle 1, Burnley 0. Not going our way at the moment, guys. Newcastle have scored against Burnley. Corner comes in, and it is. Let me just see who scored the goal. Is that Kieran Trippier? No, it's not Kieran Trippier scored the goal. Bloody hell. Is that Kieran Trippier? Looks like Kieran Trippier scored the goal. My screen is too small. But Newcastle are 1-0 up against Burnley, guys. They're 1-0 up against Burnley. Come on, Sunderland. We need Sunderland. Look, the scores ain't gone our way so far, guys. But you know one thing though, Kenny. Can I be honest, Kenny? We need Man City to do us a favor, mate, because we want Arsenal not to win the league. So Man City putting pressure on Arsenal is what we need, isn't it? Really, if we're being honest with ourselves. Thank you, Kenny. By the way, thank you, mate. Thanks. Nice graphics. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate you, man. Yeah. Bruno Gomes, that's it. He looks like Trippier, doesn't he? Couldn't see from my small screen. But yeah, 2-0 to City. 2-0, guys. Vardial has scored, guys. 2-0 to City. That game looks over, guys. That game is over. Forget about it. Forget about it, guys. That game is over. Sunderland are really rolling over to Man City today. Sunderland are really rolling over to Man City today, guys. Ian. Or Villa, maybe. Yeah. We need as much pressure on Arsenal as possible. 2-0 to City. Arsenal, scary Arsenal. Get it right, William. Scary Arsenal. Scary Arsenal. We got to get it right, haven't we? Scary Arsenal. That's what we have to do. We have to get it right, don't we? So it's at the moment Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Newcastle 1, Burnley 0, Man City 2, Sunderland 0, Tottenham 1, Brentford 0, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0 at the moment, guys. Yeah, scary Arsenal. As I said earlier, if you're scared of Barney the dinosaur, that is, you would find Arsenal scary. But if you're not scared of Barney the dinosaur, then you won't find Arsenal scary. I've seen far more scarier Arsenal sides than that one, believe me. In my lifetime, I've seen far more scarier teams than Arsenal. Absolutely seen. Than that Arsenal team. I mean, the best Arsenal team I ever saw was probably 1998 team. I think that was the best team I saw. That was better than the treble winning team. Not the treble. They never won the treble. The invincible team that lost 6 times that year, by the way, but no one wants to speak about. Absolutely. Big up, William. Big up, William. Good to see you, Will. Hope you're well, mate. We need someone to drop some points today. We definitely need... Why Barney, Sal? Because Barney's purple like Aston Villa. So I'm rubbing it in. Barney supports Aston Villa, so Aston Villa, innit? And Barney's not very scary, although he's a dinosaur. You wouldn't get scared if you saw Barney in a dark alley. You know what I mean? If it was Jurassic Park, right? You wouldn't be running away from Barney, would you? Would you be running away from Barney? I don't think you would, to be honest with you. Helge, imagine listening to the general footballing world for the last few months and then you check their table in the Premier League, but they are 3 points ahead of Villa and 2 points ahead of City and not many points ahead of us now if we win on Monday. Can you imagine Man United beat Everton and won against West Ham? Can you imagine? That's what I'm talking about. Margins, you never know. This is what I'm talking about. You have to just keep your house in order and just keep yourself consistent. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. Hold on. Chance for Bournemouth. Oh, unlucky. Yale. Arsenal fans already thought they had won the league. Yeah. Even though I don't want them to, and I never want them to, I think they have more chance of winning the Champions League this season. I look at the Champions League and I don't really look at it. But then again, if I look at the Champions League and I say, if they were drawn against Liverpool or Man City or even Chelsea over 2 legs, do you think that they will get through? This is the thing, over 2 legs. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They'll do something that they did today, which was absolutely mess it up. That's what they will do, in my opinion. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, so Man City look home and dry at the moment. Newcastle 1-0 up at the moment with Gamerish with the goal, great from the corner. And we've got Tottenham 1, Brentford 0 at the moment with Richarlison with the goal. But the only game that's goalless is Bournemouth and Chelsea, of course. Would like Bournemouth to do us a favour today. Would like a win for Bournemouth. That would be nice. Not only fans, but Goldbridge and Terry and everyone think Arsenal's team is the greatest thing since side spread. They've got this thing about Arsenal. I don't know what it is. I've been proven right 5 years in a row about Arsenal, Helge. I've been proven right. I may be wrong sometimes about Man United because I'm delusional about Man United. I know everyone should be. But I've been right about Arsenal numerous amounts of times, and I've lost count how many times, even when they were close a couple of years ago. And then they end up losing to Aston Villa and teams like that. Garrett, I told you so. City is winning the league after Arsenal's lost to Villa. You know what I would say, Garrett? I think Arsenal, this was a massive, massive win for the Premier League this weekend. And we all know that you can lose an 8-point lead in a month, let alone a 3-point lead. If Man City, which they are winning 2-0, if they win today, they're 2 points behind Arsenal, which is, it's nothing. It's 1 loss and 1 win. That's it. It's a thing. So if Arsenal don't win the league, Rice is to come to us. We want Anderson. I don't want Rice. We want Anderson. I don't want any of their deadbeats. Our friend group do league table predictions before the season. Everyone had either Liverpool or Arsenal on first. It was the only one who said City. But our friend group, who's that? Yeah. I said Man United are going to win the league. You never know. You never know. The league ain't open. As I said, I won't flip-flop from it, guys. The league doesn't end in December. And I would say that, guys. We've got a long way to go. And just like Arsenal are predicting that they're going to win the league in November, we're not going to predict the league in December and say who is who isn't. And one thing I would say is that anything can happen in this league, and it's very important that we don't get overly giddy with wins or overly excited, and that's what it is. But one thing's for certain, Arsenal have lost 2 already. Liverpool lost 2 in their whole of the season a couple of years ago and didn't win the league. I think they lost 1, didn't they? Or was it 2? And they didn't win the league, you know? That's one thing we would say, of course. Nothing else has changed, guys, in regards to the scores, and nothing else. I knew Liverpool would fall off, and knew Arsenal will win the league. So Arsenal will win the league. You think? I knew Liverpool would fall off, and knew Arsenal would never win the league. Sorry. So City was bankers for me. City at the moment, but I'm not ruling out Man United. Hell, call me delusional. I don't care. Until we're mathematically out of it, I don't say anyone wins. I don't want anyone, and I don't think anyone's going to win the league apart from Man United. Until we're mathematically impossible to win it. As realistic as it seems, unrealistic. I love the 80 shirt hang up. Thank you so much, my friend Ian. Big up yourself. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're good. Thank you, mate. It's one of my favorite, probably is my favorite shirt of Man United. The blue one as well, the away one, you know, the light blue one. That the funniest thing is that Man United are trying to imitate all the 80s and 90s shirts. They ain't got no imagination these days, a bit like the bald. There's no imagination, no originality. Here come Chelsea on the attack. Well defended by Bournemouth. Well defended by Bournemouth. Man City with the ball now. Big up, Ian. Can Sunderland come back? I don't know. I'm conflicted because you know what? I don't want Arsenal being happy. I don't like Arsenal fans being happy. Don't want Arsenal fans to ever be happy. Don't think they deserve it. Some of our fans. I tell you what, guys. Some of our fans, some of those Man United fans, right, don't deserve success. I'm a Man United fan through and through, but some of the fans that have been the way they've been acting recently, they don't deserve success, guys. I'll be honest with you, they don't deserve anything. Some do. A lot of them do. They deserve everything, but a lot of them don't. You know, they don't deserve to witness Champions League and trebles like we did. Kit remakes are like movie remakes. No creative originality these days. Just, I mean, how many? I said it the other day. How many zombie movies, boxing movies, gun shoot movies, shoot 'em up movies do we have to make? Do they have to make? There's no great movies anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's been rare that I've seen a great movie. Where's Inglourious Basterds? Those sort of movies. Do you know what I mean? You know, there's not many out there now. You know, there's not many movies out there that I'll look at and think, yeah, look, that was a great movie. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely not. Ian, pesky Americans. There you go. Yeah, trying to get hold of our sport. You know what the worst thing about the World Cup is, guys? All we're gonna hear is soccer, 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 soccer. It's not soccer. It's football, invented before your stupid NFL that no one watches. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah, no one makes films like that, mate. Not anymore. I mean, I think the world has become too cautiously snowflaked. Lethal Weapon 1, 2, and 3 is so good, Sal. Yeah. Big up Bruce Willis, by the way. Big up Mel Gibson, by the way. Yeah, they were good films, proper shoot 'em ups, entertaining, you know, but I like films that make me think, you know, I like films that make me laugh, number one. I like my comedies, and I like films that actually make me think. Like, the last real thinker was Inception. I think Inception was very clever. That was years ago now. It was like 15 years ago as well. Like, these days, this particular generation, I don't think there is. And there's a goal, guys. It is 2-0 to Spurs. 2-0 to Spurs, guys. And the goal scorer is, I'm going to bring you the goal scorer. It's Xavi Simons, guys. Xavi Simons has scored. Xavi Simons has scored, guys, for Tottenham. His first goal for Tottenham. Congratulations to Xavi Simons. He has scored for Tottenham, guys. Congratulations, Spurs and Simons. 4 minutes of injury time is being added, guys. 4 minutes of injury time. Exactly, Sal. Especially that fake support. Exactly, mate. The saving grace for us not being successful is all those fake fans could cry. You know what I mean? And that's all it is at the end of the day. Daryl, down to 11th now, bro. Yeah, we're down to 11. Don't worry, we got a game in hand, mate. We win on Monday. We'll be all right. Truman Show is one of my favorite, mate. Helge, one of my favorite movies of all time. I think they're trying to make I think they're trying to make a Truman Show kind of thing at the moment. Red card for Burnley, guys. Red card for Burnley. Burnley have had a red card. So Burnley definitely not going to do anything, guys. Burnley are definitely not going to do anything. Burnley have a red card, guys. Unfortunately. That's not going to happen now. Newcastle not going to lose that one now. Got to win on Monday, 100%. Darryl, big up Darryl. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Got to win on Monday. Red card for Burnley, awful. You know what I mean? Got to win on Monday. Jean Van Clam movies. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ain't they a bit cheesy? It's like Steven Seagal movies. Steven Seagal movies are probably the worst movies ever, if you know what I mean. One of my favorite all time as well, 1000%. Yeah, Truman Show is brilliant. That's what I'm talking about, using your brain, imaginative sort of storyline and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Imaginative storyline. One of those movies that really makes an impression on you every week. Yeah, because I think that is what's going on. There's things going on in this world that are like, I sometimes think we're in a Truman Show. Have you ever heard about the ice wall? In it, United official website added Bruno as a legend category as a joke. My goodness me, absolutely ridiculous. Honest to God, I'm lost for words. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, good film. Ryan, Scarface, great film, of course. Interview with the Vampire, great film. Brilliant films, those ones. But Bruno's a legend is a disgrace. He's not a legend, mate. Anyone who thinks he's a legend is a bloody hasn't lived, guys. Yeah. So everything is up to date. It's crazy how accurate the Truman Show became. Like you say, it's literally like the world. So. Go and look at the ice wall, Helge, and you'll find out, mate. Garrett, Bruno will never be a United legend. Not now, no. In my opinion, Godfather is always good. Godfather 1, 2, absolutely brilliant. Bruno is a United legend. No way. No, absolutely not. So you look at Cantona, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, you look at Sir Bobby Charlton, you look at Duncan Edwards, you look at George Best, you look at Scholes, you look at Keane, you look at Owen, you look at these players, Schmeichel. These are legends. Proven. Proof is in the pudding. What Bruno Fernandes will be, he'll be a folklore. He will be a great player of the past. That's what he will be, not a bloody legend. It's absolutely ridiculous. Halftime, City are 2-0 up, guys. It is halftime there. City 2-0 to the good guys. City look like they are going to win that one, guys. Absolutely. They're the most clear at the moment, guys. They're the most clear at the moment is Man City. Just waiting for all these games to hit halftime, guys. Absolutely. Halftime, Man City 2, Sunderland 0. Everything else is still playing. 2-0 to Everton, guys. Everton have scored again. Guys. Everton, right on halftime. Everton has scored again. 2-0 to Everton. And Everton not doing bad this season. They're 2-0 up. Guys, Nottingham Forest, bad day at the office for them. Bournemouth is halftime, guys. Bournemouth is halftime. That game is halftime, guys. Bournemouth is halftime. That's 0-0. I don't mind that result. If the Bournemouth game remains halftime, it remains till full time. I don't mind the draw in that one, to be honest with you. Yeah. Tottenham is halftime as well. Everything is halftime. We're just coming up to half times now, guys. Just coming up to half times. Everton is still playing, of course. It just scored. Newcastle still playing. City is half time now as well. Yeah. Tottenham is still playing. Chelsea's halftime as well. Chelsea halftime. Yeah, so we got this one all sorted out. So, yeah, Newcastle, we leading 2-0 at halftime. That's halftime now as well. They're leading 2-0 at halftime. And it is now Everton 2-0 are leading Nottingham Forest at halftime as well, guys. So everything is all up to date. Everything is all up to date. So the halftime scores for you guys. Let me just bring this in. So yeah, so the halftime scores is Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Bournemouth had a goal disallowed from Semenyo. Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. We have Man City 2, Sunderland 0, Newcastle United 1, Burnley 0, and it is Tottenham 2, Brentford 0, guys. That is the score so far. Burnley are down to 10 men. Absolutely. So that's what we have so far. Semenyo, yes, he got disallowed. Afternoon, Common Pence. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Big up yourself. Big up everyone, of course, who's joined me today. Really appreciate you. Helge, have you seen Requiem for a Dream? Yes, I have. Very good. Real Mindfuck movie. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I've seen it as well. Fear and Loathing. There's loads now, but then back in the day, but not anymore. I just feel like I may not have been born when Cantona signed for Man United, but after watching the documentary, Cantona's impact at Manchester United was the best. Yeah, people, at least you watched it and studied it, mate. It's like what I did when I started watching Man United all those years ago. I studied the past, and I think that's what every fan of the club should do. They should study the past. Unfortunately, many of the current fans, they ignore what had been. They ignore the past, and this is not good. You know, at the end of the day. You know, they shouldn't ignore what has been. And they should learn, because then they might understand a little bit more, have more context about things. Big up, Daryl, my friend. Big up, everyone. Compet, so I'm concerned with our assistant coaches. Both never played pro, fresh into the Prem. Same age as Bruno, and experience shows lack of ideas. You know what I would say, Common Pence, about that? You make a good point, because I brought this up and I got slaughtered for it. When I see assistant manager, when you think about an assistant manager, right? You think about Alex Ferguson, you think about Carlos Queiroz, you think about Steve McLaren, you think about Brian Kidd, and you think about those guys. You remember when Alex Ferguson first won the league back in 1993, right? And he was celebrating like this, and you saw Brian Kidd next to him, Brian Kidd, and I think what I see that Ruben Aram lacks in regards to the bench is that someone in his ear. Sometimes, no matter what, guys, like you guys, you tell me, oh, it's half time in the Everton game. You need an extra pair of eyes. You need an extra pair of eyes. And that's what it is. At the end of the day, I just feel like Ruben Aram needs that guy there to tell him, like, you know what, he's not really playing well, or something happened over there. He's not looking good. Take him off. And he needs that extra thing. You got to humble yourself enough to do that. And you're absolutely right about the experience in this Man United bench. I don't think the experience is quite there, if I'm being honest with you. Do you know what I mean? And I do think we need maybe a Premier League proven assistant manager, but he's loyal to his guys, isn't it? One thing about Ruben Amorim, he's loyal. I give him that. With Bruno, do you know what I mean? 5 Cantonas, Ian. I wish we had 5 Cantonas. Chelsea got away with an offside goal. Yes, Semenyo, yeah. I hope Forest get relegated. That Wolfie guy is talking too much. His team. Wolfie's all right, Ryan. I've seen Wolfie. I know Wolfie's all right. He's just obviously, you know what I would say. Can I say something, Ryan, about Nottingham Forest fans, fans who support these kind of teams? Like, I've had a Nottingham Forest fan on my channel. Forgotten his name, to be honest, but I had him. If you guys remember, I had a Nottingham Forest fan on my channel not long ago. And he didn't like Wolfie at all. He didn't like him. He said he's not a real fan. He doesn't go to games and da-da-da-da-da. And turns out that this same Nottingham Forest fan was incredibly bitter anyway. And I thought, yeah, leave that guy. You know what I mean? And then you realize that these fans that support these teams, they basically are basically insecure. They're insecure about their themselves, their team. And it's like a defense mechanism. So when they attack Man United and things like the guy who I had on my channel said that you're not going to sign Anson. Anson would never go to Manchester United. How do you know we won't? How do they know that? Do you know what I mean? And I think this is just a defense mechanism from these fans. This is what they're like. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're just bitter and jealous, you know? Common Pence shouldn't ignore the post like Prem ignores. I mean, how can we take the Premier League all-time greats and not have Ryan Giggs? How can we take that competition seriously if the greatest, most successful Premier League player of all time is not in it? How can we even take that seriously? How can we look at that as a real fair competition? Helge, I think actually Amram could do a genius stroke to getting Keane or Nicky Butt to be assistant. It would be nice, yeah. Keane would be nice. I would like to see Keane. I would definitely like to see Keane in the dugout. It would be great. You know, it really would be great to see Roy Keane in a dugout if we can finally get Roy Keane. Roy Keane's been a good. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Roy Keane won't work at Man United." I think it would. I think he would add an element of discipline. I don't know what he's like now. He might have changed. He might have mellowed, but by the looks of things, he's still a little bit passionate. I don't think he's as passionate as he used to be. He used to be very, very straight down the middle, didn't he? He used to be very, very straight down the middle, and that's what used to happen with Roy Keane. But not anymore, guys. Not anymore. Ndeye is good. Still an option for us? I hope so, Kenyon. He's a great player. Very good. But one question for me, Kenyon, for me, right, is where do they find these players from? You know, because they find them from somewhere and they get them and they're good, you know, and that's what I want to know. You know what I mean? Helge, I think actually Amram could do a gin. I think I read that one. Big up, Helge. Sal, I believe when GTA 6 drops, we are winning the league. Come on, Mike. Absolutely. All those superstitious things. Big up. Winning 13 titles isn't enough. Hazard is more of a baller than Ryan Giggs. I know it's ridiculous, mate. Stupid. And that's why people underestimate the Man United legends, because even Gary Neville plays down himself. You know, this is why people downplay the Man United legends, is precisely this recency biased. Amram is still learning at the expense. He's the type of coach that comes to a Wolves, etc. team and we poach from them, having impressed. Yeah. I said it a couple of days ago, Common Pence. Big up Common Pence, by the way. It's been a long time, mate. You know, what I said it a couple of days ago about he's the right manager at the wrong time. I sort of said that. I said he's the right manager at the wrong time. And what I meant by that is that maybe he needed that Premier League experience and stuff like that. But I'm glad we got him, because what Ruben Amorim has done this season, if anything, he's exposed the problems at Man United. Without even saying anything, he's exposed everything. He's exposed everything for what it is, you know, and he's exposing the Ineos at the moment if they don't back him. His head would explode, absolutely. I think we would get his passion and anger back as soon as he get into the... His head would explode. I mean, Roy Keane, if he got his head back in the game, you never know, of course. You never know, guys, if he got his head back in the game, yeah. It's whether he can get his head back in the game, if he wants to get his head back in the game. Maybe he's in a good place at the moment, you know what I mean? Daryl, I love Roy Keane. He would be brilliant in the dressing room. Yeah, the discipline, definitely. Vivel and our new scout have high hopes. Let's hope so, Kenyon. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope we do have some high hopes. Let's hope they bring in some players. Supposed to bring in some good players as well, guys. Let's hope so. I really do. Hope they do bring in some good players, you know? At the end of the day, I really do hope so. Absolutely, guys. So, guys, we are nearly ready for the second half of the Premier League watch along to this today, guys. Of course, earlier on today, Aston Villa defeated Arsenal by 2-1, which was a very entertaining finish to that game. Absolutely brilliant and entertaining finish, guys. Really enjoyed that. And also, if Amram gets sacked, he has left the squad in much better state. Gotten rid of the leeches, etc. Got rid of, but not got rid of enough. He couldn't. I mean, this is exactly what we're saying. This is why when people were blowing smoke up Ineos' arse, this is why I was saying, well, they haven't got rid of Rashford, they haven't got rid of Rasmus, you know, they haven't got rid of Sancho. Sancho's leaving on the free transfer anyway, but they didn't get rid of him. You know, so this is what we're talking about. You know, this is why we gave it a 4 out of 10 window, because these players are not exactly left the football club. They're still at the football club. And this is the thing, you know what I mean? Why people want to blow smoke up their backside every 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Well, I would say. Held, I think we truly missed the boat with Ragnick as sporting director. Yes, but that was because of Glazers, of course, because he called out the Glazers. Him and Ten Hag could have been such a force together, or have Ragnick. Him and Amram would have been a force together as well. Absolutely. It was the Glazers, wasn't it? He called out the Glazers and he left by mutual consent. That's what happened. You know, you can't call out the Glazers. You can't call the Glazers out for what they do. It's that time of year where Arsenal drop points as per. Absolutely. This is why I never get giddy with Arsenal. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I never get overly excited with Arsenal, guys. Something I don't do. Scary Arsenal, as they say. Scary Arsenal, guys. Something I don't do. I don't do this scary business and all that business. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. But guys, welcome to Stretford Post, by the way, everyone. Guys, don't forget to smash a like on the video, please. If you guys can do that for me, it helps with the algorithms, guys. Get everyone, spread the word of Stretford Post. Guys, we will be growing and growing. There'll be more watch-alongs. There'll be more stuff going on with this channel. And this channel will carry on growing, guys. So let's keep it going, guys. We are challenging the powers that be. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it growing. Stuff like that, absolutely. Helge, no matter what United supporter you talk to, they would tell you to sell 10, 12 players tomorrow. Different players, of course, but same amount. That says, oh, yeah, and something we haven't done ever. You know, that's it. Look, I've said it at the beginning of the season. If I was Ruben Amorim, the first thing I would have done, right, is I would have requested a list of all the contracts of Man United, right? All the contracts of Man United. I would have requested a list, and I would have wanted who's been here the longest from the top going downwards, right? And all the people that have been there the longest, I'll say, okay, those players right there, that little column of players, I don't want them anymore. Could you get rid of them? That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. 2-0 to Newcastle, guys, already. Bloody hell. Have they already kicked off? Let's get these games going, guys. 2-0 to Newcastle. Newcastle United have scored a goal, guys. Newcastle United have scored again. That game is well and truly over. Guys, that game is well and truly over. That game was over at half-time, I think. Absolutely. Yep, 2-0 to Newcastle, guys. Bang on, guys. Absolutely 2-0. So there we go, guys. It's 2-0. Let's get these games. I call them the Pistols. Big up Dowell. Dowell's all ahead of me. Thanks for that, Dowell. Didn't even see that. I must have got it really late. I remember Todd Bowley sold like 19 players in 12 months. They turned a shitty team into a promising team for the future in just 12 months. It's a very doable. Absolutely. Please, Batiste, beat Barca today. No one likes Barca. Is Newcastle a nice place? Yes, it's a nice place. Yes. It's cold, but it's nice. Good people. Newcastle, salt of the earth people. So we got, apart from the Bournemouth-Chelsea game, guys, we got 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Everyone is winning 2-0 at the moment. Guys, absolutely. Everyone is winning 2-0 at the moment. What's 53rd minute, mate? He scored in the fifth. Bloody hell, 54th minute. Bloody hell, that's a late one, isn't it? Said half time for me, but yeah, 2-0 anyway. So, yeah, Newcastle look like they're going to be winning that game anyway, guys. Games have kicked off as per. So Bournemouth against Chelsea is 0-0. Man City are winning pretty comfortably against Sunderland, guys, and Newcastle, of course, are winning pretty comfortably now. So we're looking at the score lines, guys. I got Daryl, my guy, who gives me the good updates, of course. I'm a history geek, and Newcastle area and Northumbria was very crucial in the Viking. Yes, it was. It was, yes. Ten Hag, but Bowley had to spend $500 million as part of the package of buying the club. Doesn't get mentioned much. True, and the thing with him though, he does invest in his team, doesn't he? He invests in the team. He definitely invests. That's one thing you got to give him his corn for. Do you know what I mean? You got to give him his corn for that. He invests. So the games are on underway, guys. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, by the way. Man City 2, Sunderland 0, Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0, Newcastle 2, Burnley 0, Man City 2, yeah, I just said that. Tottenham 2, Brentford 0, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Leeds and Liverpool is later on, guys. Absolutely. Atletico Madrid 2014 La Liga champions is the last time anyone other than Barcelona and Real Madrid had ever win the league. In La Liga, of course. The biggest cost this summer was losing out on 120 million for Bruno. Looks like Liverpool will get for Salah. Oh, close from Bournemouth there. There was a chance for Bournemouth there. Remember the government? Do you remember Ken Bates? Do you remember when Chelsea was sold to Bramovich? Game changer. So what is wifey doing while you're doing these streams? Watching TV and studying at the moment. Working, shall I say? You go down. Arsenal just made in their dreams, mate. In their dreams, Darren. In their dreams. It would be very Everton to lose 2-3. Arsenal in their dreams are winning. Are winning. Drew that game. In their bloody dreams, guys. Absolutely in their dreams. They lost. Hold it. They need to hold that. That's what Arsenal need to do. They lost it and they hold it. Guys, absolutely. So tomorrow we got Brighton and West Ham at 6. Then we got Fulham against Crystal Palace at 8:30. Okay. Not very entertaining games, if you ask me, to be honest with you. Helge, I've never been afraid to admit when I'm wrong, and wow, was I wrong about the summer with Bruno. You were spot on there. We should. But none of us are right or wrong. We're all wrong at the end of the day. We're all right together as a collective, Helge. I've always said this about Man United opinion, is that despite we get angry and I told you so and all this brigade that we say, that one thing that unites us is that we all want the same thing. So when we're wrong, if Man United lose and we're wrong, we're all wrong in a way. We're all right in a way. We're all wrong in a way. It's only opinion at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And people take it as a gospel. You know, people worship their opinions about the club and they just want to be right all the time. They don't care about Man United. They just want to be proven right. That's all it is, you know. And I would say that we're both wrong because at the end of the day, we're all losing for it. You know what I mean? None of us are benefiting from it. I'm not benefiting from being right. Am I getting rewarded for being right? No. Who cares? You know what I mean? Big up, Helge. Darren, Villa played very well. Arsenal obviously missed Saliba and Gabriel in that game. Very, very big misses for them. We need Bournemouth to do something though. If anyone does something today, come on, Bournemouth. Liam Delap injured again. We missed the boat with we dodged a bullet with that one. Forest is poor today. Forest, mate. Imagine if we sold him and got 2 CMs instead. Annoys me to think about it. Hell, it does, mate. It's a collective. This is one thing Ruben Amorim, if he wants to succeed at Man United, he needs to do is say, right, Bruno, thank you, but we want to move on now, and that's what we want to do. I think that is what the most important thing is. You know, we need to learn to move on. That's what it is, in my opinion. You know, Man United, we don't really move on as quickly as we should. You know. So no goals yet, guys. 2-0 to Tottenham, Man City 2-0 Sunderland, Everton 2-0 Forest, and then Newcastle 2-0 against Burnley, of course, guys. Absolutely. Let me just sort this one out. Let's go on to this. Da, 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 da. Amram needs to be more stern. He does. It's a chance for Man City, nearly. Amram does need to be more stern, yeah, but it's the Portuguese thing. That will happen with everything. In Spanish football, you hit the post, Doku. In Spanish football, in any football around, there's always going to be that little bit element of bias that goes on with the countrymen. It's just the way it is. There's always going to be that. Spain, France, Italy, it's always going to be that. And obviously with Bruno and Dallo and players of that nature, they're always going to get preferable treatment because they communicate better with them with obviously Ruben, with the language thing and all that. And it's not right. Of course, it's not. We don't want that. We want fairness, but it's just it happens. It happened with Alex Ferguson, with Brian McClare and Darren Fletcher, and Alex Ferguson even brought through his son at once. Darren Ferguson, he brought through his son, and his son wasn't good enough to play for Man United at the time, and he did. You know, Common Pence. The pitch is too big for Mainu in Amram's system. Bruno gets ahead because he makes up yards with long ball passes. It's sad to see Amram has got away with putting it in the players adapting. There's a lot going on with Common Pence about Mainu, which I'm not really going to speak about, but there's a lot going on that we don't know about, trust me, and it's not very professional from Mainu, in my opinion. Also, there was also the episode last year about the contract and stuff like that. So nothing is black and white. Let me tell you that right now. Lots of people think they know, but they don't really know. I, for one, do have an insider, and it's not what we think. And Ruben Amram's not going to come out and say it because it's going to cause drama. We know what the media do. It's going to cause drama. That's why he laughed when we mentioned it. We can't be messing up against Walsall. We won't. I'm going to say it with chest. We won't, Darren. Everyone in the chat, make sure you double click that like. But absolutely, guys, don't forget to smash a like on the video, please, guys. It helps with the algorithms and all that, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who's tuning in, guys. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new as well, guys. And don't forget to smash a like, guys. Any news on Sesko return? I would say the game after next, Daryl, which will be, we got Bournemouth. I think he'll be in the bench against Bournemouth. I would say. Any news? Yeah, there you go, Garrett. I know you believe these streams takes United games as finals. Absolutely, man. Big up, Garrett. By the way, because Bruno and Dalla are part of the coaching, it's easier to believe. And what's with the endless crossing? Like there's no other route to goal. Cunha suffers. CR7. Yeah, Cunha likes the ball to feet, and we don't get the ball to his feet. He likes the ball in a sixpence. We don't do that. It's a chance for Sunderland. Oh, it hits off the post. It's off the post from Sunderland. Unlucky Sunderland. They nearly scored there. So unlucky. Great strike off the post, guys. Unlucky there. William, the last thing we need is more drama at this club. Absolutely. What's your favorite scary movie? I don't have many, but Silent Hill. Silent Hill, because I get when I look at movies, things that really resonate with you and you really think is Silent Hill, because something about it. It's sort of Silent Hill reminds me of something like you're in hell or something, like what happens in the afterlife if you're a bad person or something like that. That's what Silent Hill does, in my opinion. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. That's why I think one of them is probably Silent Hill. Obviously, I come from Nightmare on Elm Street and all those. I think It is a brilliant film, by the way. The new It, the old one's a bit funny, but the new one. Saw movies they're brutal. They're not scary. They're just brutal. I don't think Saw movies are scary at all. I think they're just bloody brutal. Yeah, as you said there, it's just gruesome, but they're good. One of my favorites as well is Saw, one of the better ones. The recent things I've seen the new Saw as well. The recent things, Final Destination's not bad, but it gives me too much anxiety. If I watch Final Destination, it does give me too much anxiety, to be honest with you. No goals as of yet in the second halves, guys. 2-0 Everton, 2-0 Newcastle, Man City 2-0, Tottenham 2-0. 2-0 FC today. We're 2-0 FC today, guys. Bournemouth almost scored, guys. We need Bournemouth to do something today. Small teams don't get the extra 10% from opponents they get from the opposite. Absolutely. Their team underrates them and things like that. People don't take it. They don't, mate. People are simplistic. It's more creepy than scary, Yali. Absolutely. It's more like, when someone has to cut off their own leg, things like that. That's just gruesome. But when you look at Silent Hill, it's actually spooky. It's actually like spooky. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? Last season was a horror movie. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, mate. That wasn't a horror movie. That was an absolute, I won't say it, man. It was an absolute awful thing, awful time. Hopefully we don't get that. Sal, what you think about Stephen Howson? He does a beautiful dead zombie eyes, only taking a piss. Don't really like him, to be honest with you. Don't like me, don't like him. That's it. Simple as that. He don't like anyone. Ron-Turn movies are dreadful, RJ. He don't like anyone, mate. I mean, after he said that thing about foreign people, I don't think anyone can support that guy, And if you don't know, you don't. If you know, you know. On your stream, he's saying you foreign F. That's what he said, by the way, and there's evidence of that. And I don't agree with that sort of thing, and that's just me. At the end of the day, I did enjoy Paranormal Activity 1. It was a different when it released, original ending. I think a lot of movies, Jale, is I think a lot of movies were better the first ones, the older ones. I think there was more soul involved with them, if you know what I mean. Back in them days, I think there was just more things about those movies that were good, of course, guys. It's absolutely just more scary, more original, if you know what I mean. No, nothing's changed, guys, in regards to the scores. Of course, Newcastle game is a little bit behind, obviously, because they had the long delay and the penalty, of course, guys. So Newcastle in the 54th, 57th, 56th minute, 57th. Insidious is good. Yes. Conjuring is good. I like the actors and actresses on that. I like them ones. They're pretty good, yeah. Because I used to live in a haunted house, so I like them sort of things that touch on that sort of thing, the haunted, like the Conjuring and the haunted house thing. Yeah, because I did live in one, so I know about certain things, and trust me. Helge, I've always loved the Lord of the Rings, but then again, I'm a bit of a geek. You are definitely Helge if you like Lord of the Rings. Don't be afraid of the dark. You're going to Nickelodeon. Yeah, Conjuring is class. Yeah. Because it's based on more real life events. What was the movie I watched the other day? I've forgotten what it was. It was a scary one. I've forgotten what it was, but it's about he can see ghosts and things like that. And he's at college. Can't remember what it was. It's a new film. William, just to say thanks for the channel. So it's been a bloody good therapy. Spat on, mate. And thank you so much, William. I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. Look, Daryl, what I would say about football at the moment, supporting Man United is very stressful. That's all I can say, mate. It's very stressful. And obviously we get fed up, because we just want United to do well. We just want Man United to win, don't we? That's all we want at the end of the day, guys. You know what I mean? And big up, William, you're a legend. The horror movie that scared me the most was Exorcist. I think when I was younger, my mum told me when Exorcist first came out, the old Exorcist, she said that people were fainting in the cinema. She said people fainted in the cinema and people had to leave the cinema and things like that. Dog is my favorite film. Never seen that, mate. Never seen it. Not yet. Courage on Cowardly Dog. Never seen it, mate. House of Wax, funny. I went to the House of Wax Museum in New York, where they basically based around a horror movie, and you have to walk into the actual thing, and someone chases you with a chainsaw and all that, wax dummies and things like that. It's absolutely awful, traumatizing, to be honest. Don't know why anyone would do it, but I did it. Everton 2, yeah, still everything is the same, guys. The one, like at the moment, the only saving grace that we got today is Bournemouth. Bournemouth are holding their own against Chelsea. That would be a good result because we need to move above Chelsea. If Chelsea draw this, I think we move level 1 points with Chelsea, if I'm not wrong. And then I think that will be good for Man United. Um, that Ed Gain series is pretty messed up. True story. That Ed Gain series. Oh, I saw that. It was very good. Yeah, it was very good. It's messed up though. Yeah, it's not scary, but it's like, yeah, yeah. Great performance though. By the way, great performance from the actor. Great performance. Sunderland cleared the ball off the line, almost 3-0. Cleared off the line from Haaland. It was cleared off the line, guys. They cleared that one off the line. Guys, we've got half an hour to go. Guys, hope you're enjoying the watch along today. The Premier League watch along, of course. The first one of its kind on Stretford Post. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Not scared. Yeah, it's disturbing. The fact that you know what makes it even worse, William, is the fact that it's a true story. When it's a true story, it does hit home a little bit more, doesn't it? When it is a true story. But one thing about it though, one thing I would say about these horror movies is that, you know, and especially these serial movies, you know, these kind of movies, is that they glorify what happened, isn't it? If you think about it, they glorify what happened. It's actually like a celebration of what happened, and that's what I feel like a bit. I feel a bit edgy about that, a bit funny about that, if you know what I mean. You know, Ed Gain is proper weird. It is definitely. I know what you say. I know what you did last summer. Oh, yeah. Those are the funny ones. Really, really enjoy the show. Thank you so much, Ken. Enough. I really enjoy your company. Thank you, mate. Really enjoy everyone who comes on here. Thank you so much, guys. You're absolute legends. Premier League is being the Premier League, isn't it? 2-0 everywhere we look. It's 2-0. 100% Sal. He was the meat up dude. Yeah, they do glorify it. That's one thing I have a little bit. I'm a little bit edgy about it. I couldn't. Yeah, watch it, mate. Wolf Creek, guys. The guy who played Ed Gain, by the way, he's from Newcastle. Daryl, the first part, I turned it off. Oh dear. I do not think I have seen a table like the we got right now, 14 teams fighting to get in the top 4 spots. It's a great opportunity for Man United, but Man United love to not take opportunities. Would this weekend represent an opportunity for Man United? Because if it represents an opportunity for Man United, we won't win. Because Man United don't take opportunities, do they? Guys, they really don't. They do make me laugh at times, Man United guys. They really do. I really like the jump scares, Sal. I don't like the jump scares. Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah, I don't like being jumping like, yeah, well, like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Get that a lot of Man United. The Ted Bundy scene was disgusting. A big up, William. I referenced him on Terry's channel. I was on Terry Fleur's channel. And I referenced Man United because I called them serial bottlers. I said Ted Bundy FC. You know what I mean? That's what they are, mate. That was funny. That was funny. That's imaginative. You see that you don't get analysts like that, guys, do you? Absolutely. Mindhunter on Netflix is one of the best shows I've seen. No, not seen it. If I can remember, I can't remember. I've sort of seen so many things. Jump Scare United, big up. I see that on Terry show. I was cracking up. Big up. There when it was a breast. It was funny. So Elwood, you got to laugh, man. You see, this is where it comes out. This is why I should be on the bloody channel and make people laugh. I mean, I got to do that, man. Yeah, but you know, in life, like, let me tell you something, and this is what certain people don't understand. Sometimes you got to push barriers. Sometimes you got to be a little bit edgy, you know, about yourself. 3-0 to Man City, guys. 3-0 to Man City. They have scored. Cherky looks like he's got the goal, guys. Cherky has scored for Manchester City. Manchester City have wrapped up the game, guys. Poor Arsenal. They'll be upset about that because they were hoping of something from that game. But Man City have scored, guys. 3-0 to them. Cherky, let me have a look at the goal. Yeah, it's a counter-attack. Man City do play a bit of a counter-attacking game, don't they? It's a counter-attack. Yeah, as a header. Great header. Great header from Cherky there. Good header from Cherky. Great cross. No, it wasn't Cherky scored. It was, look at that cross from Cherky. Brilliant. It was Foden who scored, guys. What a cross from Cherky. He done a Rabona cross. What a goal. And a great header from Phil Foden. Phil Foden is the one who scored it, but the cross from Cherki was absolutely sublime. He done a Rabona cross, guys. Cherki done a Rabona cross. Brilliant cross that. A brilliant header as well from Phil Foden, guys. Going to solidify his England place, isn't he? He's going for it, guys. He's definitely going for it. So Man City have wrapped up the game. They're 3-0 up. That was a great goal, to be honest with you. Netflix Warner buyout will be great for TV. Big up, my guy. Wrong turn 5 hit that they hit guy's leg with hammers. Oof. I'd rather City win the league than the Gooners. I mean, you're not the first, guys. Gooners are hated. No one likes them, and there's a reason. There's a reason people don't like Arsenal. You know, and that's the way it is. What a Rabona, absolute filthy from that was filthy from Cherki. Yeah, fair play to him, mate. Fair play to Cherki. What a cross. Absolutely brilliant. But look, yeah, City are home and hosed now. They're going to make some changes, putting the pressure on Arsenal. Of course, guys. They're going to be 3 points behind Arsenal. Aston Villa 22. Everton 5th place, fair play, 17 points. Chelsea are going to be on 25. Yeah, so if Man United win, Man United could quite possibly, if it ends like this, I don't know, full league, we could end up in 6th place, I believe. If we win, if things end up like this, guys. Helge, City have gone away from boring possession passing style to a more speedy style with wingers and crosses. It's actually fun to us. Yeah, they're better than the boring Chelsea. I think they've realised in it that style of football is being found out now. Do you know what I mean? I feel like fair play is one of your best compliments you can give from a UK player. I love your guys' language. Fair play is basically when you say fair play in English, it's basically like, I don't like you, but you did well there. That's basically what fair play means. I don't believe in you. I don't like you, but you did well. Fair play. That's what it basically means in a nutshell. If someone says fair play to you, it means they didn't believe in you in the first place and they don't like you, or they don't like you, or they didn't believe in you in the first place. So if you do something good, oh, you did well, fair play. That means if they say fair play, that means that they didn't believe in you from the first place and they don't really like you or something like that. Sometimes it means they just didn't believe in you. Sometimes it means they don't like you. That's what it means, something like that. Ain't gonna lie. That was crazy good. Yeah. Ain't gonna lie is another one. Another one is, I'm not being funny, but they are being funny. So if anyone says they're not being funny, but that's another thing in English language that you have to understand. If someone says that, I'm not being funny, but they are going to be funny and they're going to be rude. That's one thing they say. Always remember that. Yeah, so that's why it's so good to compliment, because you don't want to give a compliment by yourself. I don't want to give Man City any compliments. I don't think they deserve any compliments. I mean, to be honest with you, but that was a good cross. I give him that. I give him that as another one. Yeah, I thought it was Cherki who scored first. I saw Cherki celebrating, but I just then I saw Foden celebrating. Then you know. So guys, no more goals. It's a very slow day in the Premier League, guys. Today, not many goals as I would have imagined. But Man City is the one that is 3-0 up. Sunderland have caved in today. Are Sunderland going to go back into default settings? Who knows? Let's wait and see what happens. We've got 24 minutes. 20 minutes for some games, guys. The Newcastle game is still going on because obviously we had the injury time and stuff like that, the penalty and stuff like that, which I missed, of course, but there we go. Oh, close from Chelsea, just wide from Chelsea. Just about wide from Chelsea, that one. So I'm not being funny, but all these betting apps being promoted is disgusting. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. People, let me tell you something about people, these big accounts, you know who they are, United Trey and all these people don't support Man United. They're just using their platform for likes and clicks. That's why when they have their YouTube channel, it's like watching paint dry. They've got no personality. They get someone else to write their tweets and they make money from it. And they have betting things on their channels and things like that. It's disgraceful, to be honest, guys. It really is disgraceful. If I'm being honest, my lads, Brentford got close there. Yeah, Brentford ain't got the game up at the moment, but Brentford need a goal back from Tottenham. I wish Brentford would get a goal back from Tottenham. Can Brentford do something? 20 minutes to go, guys. Can't see, but well, Brentford need 2 goals. They need something to happen. I mean, losing comfortably to Spurs is not very good. Man City are cheating, absolutely, but I hate Gooners, mate. Their hate comes from years ago. Yeah, I understand that, William. I'm on your boat, mate. People who blow gas up Arsenal's backside don't really understand the historical thing about Man United and Arsenal. Like, I respect the football club. The fans are just unbearable. I've got stories as long as my arm about Arsenal, in general, about their fans, about the way they conduct themselves and stuff like that. Lots of stuff, guys. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Stop promoting these betting. Absolutely. Not on Stretford Post, guys. I don't promote anything. I can't promote betting sites on where I live. They won't let me. William, it's these fans are scum. They're scum, mate. I mean, so-called, their fans are scum, mate. Yeah. I remember 98. I remember when they won the league in 98, when they won the league in 2002, when they won the league in 2004. I remember everything about it like it was yesterday, the way they acted. The arrogance was oozing from them. Then let's not forget, guys. Let's not forget that Man United were dominant for before Arsenal won the league. You know what I mean? We were dominating the Premier League. Let's not forget that. And we stayed humble, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, betting can get you in dangerous chokeholds. So yes, it can, RJ, because you win once, and then you want to do it again because you feel like, oh, I've got the knack of this. I know how to do it. I've got the game, but you generally don't win. You never win. Someone once told me the house always wins. The house will always win. If you're lucky enough to win some money, big money or something like that, then what I would say is that don't do it again. Cut your losses. Almost 4-0 to Man City. Unlucky. Cut your losses and move on. Don't do it again because you'll lose. No one is invincible, and no one is psychic, and that's one thing we have to remember. If you are going to do it, if you find it a hobby, if you like doing it, you do it with the £5 here, or £5 or $5 or €5 or there, and do little 50p things here and there, and do that, and you can do that once a week. There's no harm if you enjoy it, but don't go and there's some people who really spend a lot of money and throw money on betting, and that's not how you do things, man. Honest to God, you'll lose your money when you calculate, because on all the betting apps it has a calculated how much you've lost as opposed to how much you won, and I guarantee you that it will be you've lost a lot more than you've won. Trust me. Then you think to yourself, goodness me, I can do with that money right now. And you think like that. If you go and betting and you win £500, for example, right, and you win a lot of money, right, then fair play, and then you just take it and move on. You know what I mean? And that's it. Don't do it again. It's a good thing. Actually, good thing where I live, but there's no betting. There's no betting sites, and then I'm betting until it's good. It's actually a good thing because it puts people in debt, struggles, and obviously makes it's addiction as well. You want to win all the time, and you get addicted. Good save from Sunderland there. God, City should have been 5-0 up in this game. City are just dominating this game at the moment. Everything else is still 2-0. The games that have been going on, guys, it's still 2-0. Worst ever fans, mate. They are, mate. It's Sal. The fans are scum. Bettings can get. We got read that one. I had a getaway from betting, Sal, but I know the adrenaline rush it gives you adrenaline, and you know what it is, RJ. You look at the games, right? For example, you go through all the games, and you look at, for example, let me give you an example: Barcelona against Getafe at the Nou Camp, right? And then you say, okay, what else? PSG against Nice at the Parc de France, right? And then you got all these games and you put a duplicator of games, right? And you think that every single one, they're guaranteed. right? And you think like that, and you think like that, and then when one of those teams will let you down. One of those teams will let you. Trust me, one of those teams will let you down. You know, maybe in the 90s it might have been different. I don't know, but one of those teams will. I've seen people lose their wages in betting. It's stupid, mate. Stupid. Like, I feel sorry for them, to be honest with you, because people, you know what it is? What it is, guys, is that the world will tease you with betting apps, with betting. They will tease you that you can make money, you can win money, right? You can do this, you can do that. It's a possibility. There's a small chance, even though the chance is so small. It's a bit like having basically throwing a big bunch of marbles, about 10, not even 10,000, it's more than that, but 10,000 marbles on the floor. And the winning marble is the winning ticket, basically. And basically, one of those winning marbles that you have to pick blindly out of 10,000 marbles is the winning marble. And to be honest with you, thrown in the air. And that is what betting is. And if you look at it that way, you realize that it's just a trick, a manipulation to spend your money so that you don't make money. They don't want you to invest. They don't want you to better yourself and save. They want you to stay down there and work, little peasant. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to work, and that's what they do, you know? No scores have changed so far, guys. Everything is remaining the same so far. 3-0 to Man City, 2-0 to Everton, Newcastle 2, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Good result. We take that. Tottenham 2, Brentford 0 at the moment, guys. Absolutely. Big up Danny B, by the way. Big up yourself. NFL and NBA is the most rigged, scripted, and disgusting. Yeah, I don't trust anything American. That's why I don't like the World Cup in America. They end up punching, although the Qatar World Cup was pretty rigged. They end up punching and kicking machines. It's mad. So, yeah, I've seen it, mate. Because people are poor. Look, what we have to understand is people are poor. People are desperate. So they're caught in a cycle where they're addicted to something. Whether they're alcoholics or whatever they are, and they're addicted and they need money for it and they don't have money for it. They probably have their job seekers allowance or something like that. And then, you know, that's all they have. And, you know, they don't have enough money to buy what they want to buy at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. People will take their lives over betting. Absolutely. Yes. It's very, very, you get a spiral, guys. But you know what? Don't do it. I tell you, don't do it. And then there's people like, obviously, fake Man United fans like United Trade and all these other Man United aggregators that do these things and they promote it. And it's disgusting because a lot of young people actually read their tweets and things like that, which is, it's not good. You know what I mean? It's bad. Arsenal will always be second. Alex Wonga, big up. Desperation is dangerous. It is. You should never let anything take control of you. And that's one thing. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that control me is my wife. And that's it. But that's about it. No gambling or anything like that's going to control me. No. But luckily, I don't have any gambling issues anyway. Not anymore. Anyway, I was probably heading that way in England, but not anymore. Yeah. So Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. I'm not doing the scum today. I'm not going to do Leeds United today, guys, because I am going to enjoy my Saturday and not having to worry about watching a few rats play football, which is obviously Liverpool. As it should be. Happy wife, happy life. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, man. Daryl, I smoked for 20 years plus. Now I'm 8 months to clean. Congratulations, Daryl. That is a big thing. There's not many people who can stop smoking like you have stopped smoking, my friend. Congratulations. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Brilliant. That is a great goal. That's one of the goals of the season from Cherky, from Phil Foden. An absolutely brilliant piece of skill there from Cherky. You don't see that these days. Absolutely superb, guys. Esteval's on the pitch for Chelsea. Absolutely. God, what a boring second half, guys. What has it been? One goal in the second half? Big up, Daryl. It's very difficult to do. My mum and my dad, they smoked all their life. And my younger brother. My mum smoked since she was like 14, 15 years old. So very young. My dad smoked at a young age as well. So very, very young. My dad had an alcohol problem, you know. So obviously I know about addiction and stuff like that, you know. My dad got very aggressive when he drank and got drunk. Either very happy and you can ask him for anything, or very aggressive and you want to stay away. That was the thing. But that's the thing about addiction, isn't it? You know. But when you mix stress and depression with addiction, it's the worst thing. And that's one thing I would say about it. When you mix Man United and depression, for example, it's not a good mix, especially on stream sometimes. RJ, I stepped away from a weed years ago. Big up, my friend. Well done. Big up, everyone. Yeah, big up, guys. We're only human being at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I have never tried anything at all. Well done, Helge. Don't try it. Don't start. Vaping in South Asian countries is illegal. Why is it? They chew this goo stuff in their mouth and they spit it on the floor. Why is it in Asian countries illegal? Have you ever been on an Asian, Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi train where they chew that tar? Is it tar? They chew it in their mouth. Then they just spit it on the floor. They don't even care if it hits you. They don't care. Just if it goes on your leg or something. You know, it goes in your chips or something like that. They don't care. They just chew it and skirt. 3-0 to Everton, guys. Everton has smashed it today. Everton 3. Nottingham Forest 0. Bad day at the office for Everton today, guys. Absolutely terrible from Everton. From should I say Nottingham Forest today, guys? Terrible for Nottingham Forest today, guys. It is indeed, RJ. Especially if you lived in California, it was. They have scored again, Everton. They're 3-0 up against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, absolutely terrible day for them. Everton are going to be up to 5th place, I believe. Absolutely brilliant season for Everton so far. They're doing well, isn't it? They're doing well. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. They're very inconsistent as well, though, but they are 5th place. You decide if you believe me or not, Sal. Yeah, I'll take it with a huge dose of Salt Bay, and that you know what I mean. And never wanted to smoke, always got to live a normal, healthy life. You have to, I mean, at the end of the day, not everyone can. Like, not everyone can live 100% life, whether you don't smoke, whether you don't drink. You know, some people like to, you know, eat bad foods or sweets or too much salt in their diet or things like that. You know what I mean? Too much meat, too much this, too much fizzy drinks. Everything is obviously bad, you know, and everything is as bad as other. Not everything is as bad. And that's the thing. We're all human beings. Like I said, you always have that thing, guys. It's a yellow card. Mark Oliver's the referee in the Chelsea game, by the way. Anana to me stinks of a better Sal, or maybe he's just that bad. Big up. Big up, Helge. Big up, Helge. No way a pro footballer can be that bad. Absolutely. Moise is doing well at the club he suits, of course. That is his level of club. That's what it is. That's his level. We're talking about Moyes' level, guys. That's what we're talking about. 3-0 Everton, 3-0 City, 2-0 Newcastle, 2-0 Tottenham. Nice and easy. There you go, guys. Aston Villa third. By the way, Arsenal are top at the moment with 28 points. Man City is a second with 35 points. No, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. They can't be second with 35 points. So we're looking at the Premier League at the moment. As things stand, Arsenal are first with 33 points. Man City are second with 31 points. So they're 2 points only behind Arsenal. Aston Villa are 1 point behind City on 30. Chelsea are 25 points at the moment if things stay as they are. Everton are 24 points in 5th place, 1 point behind Chelsea. Crystal Palace are 23 points, Sunderland 23 points, Tottenham 22 points at the moment. If Man United win tomorrow, they'll be on 25 points. Man United could potentially go joint 4th on 25 points tomorrow. Potentially, guys. That's the most we can have. Potentially, Man United can go joint 4th If Man United managed to beat West Ham, we'd still be joint fourth. No, we'd be definitely fourth. We'd be solid fourth. But Man United could go, in the crisis, Man United could go to joint fourth place, guys, right now. Think about it. Think about it. Not bad, is it, if you can do it? Absolutely. If we do it, guys, we got an opportunity again, guys. I mean, the heavens will keep giving us opportunities. We keep Monday, United, absolutely. We could be joint fourth, guys. Man United keep giving opportunities. Man United are like a petulant little sport brat in Toys R Us. Do you want a toy? No. I want that one. I want that one. Oh, that guy. Who's that guy? Little Britain. I want that one. I want that one. That's Man United. I want that one. They don't want to take the gifts that come to them. No, I don't want that. It's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? United plays Dewsbury Hall again. Oh my goodness me. Dewsbury Hall again. He's doing well, man. Is he an Englishman? Is he an Englishman? Is he going to be in the England squad? The Englishman, is he going to be? He's doing pretty well. Very good signing for Everton. Very, very good signing. Absolutely. Here comes Sunderland. Looking for a consolation, guys. Can Sunderland get their consolation? Oh, nearly. Smart choice to drop the football and spend the evening with wifey will be a popular choice. Watching the Scousers isn't worth it. I don't like watching. I don't like. Let Hussam deal with that one. That's Hussam's business. He can deal with that one. Not my business. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't want to subject myself to eye torture. I like my eyes. I would like to just watch TV with my wife. Thank you very much. That would be nice. Yeah, guys. Hold that. Listen, since I've had this next to me, we drew against West Ham, so it hasn't been good, actually. Hasn't been that good, to be honest with you. I mean, I was going to say, since we beat her, that we won every game, I wish. Why do you think Mo stopped putting me on his channel? Because every time I went on Mo's channel, Man United win. So he stopped putting me on his channel. Now Man United not winning. Mo, that one's for you, mate. I have too many subscribers to go on Mo's channel. I mean, I have to have 200 subscribers before that. Anything, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah, he can enjoy Leeds win against Liverpool today. He can enjoy that because that's what I think is going to happen. You know, it's going to happen. But I'm going to do, guys. Let me just tell you something, guys, about meh. I'm going to do this, guys. I will be doing more of these. These are fun. Doing other teams as well. They are fun. I might do another one tomorrow. They are fun. It's good to watch football, guys, with you guys and enjoy it. It's absolutely fantastic, of course, guys. We've got 10 minutes to go, guys. Apart from Newcastle, the absolute frauds Newcastle are. They are holding us back, but we are nearly at full time, guys. Absolutely, guys. We ain't got long to go. Absolutely not. Of course, guys, we haven't got long to go. We haven't. It ain't 88 minutes in that game. Surely not. What the hell is going on there? 81. What's going on there? Still 0-0 between Chelsea and Bournemouth, guys. We'll take that all day long. We'll take a draw between Bournemouth and Chelsea, guys. At least that's a consolation. We can potentially get joint fourth place tomorrow, guys. Joint fourth place will be absolutely fantastic for Manchester United going forward. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I got a lot of love for him. He's all right, man. We're just bantering. I'm just bantering. He's all right. Don't worry about that. I mean, obviously, I said one thing. I slipped up on his channel once, and he, holding it against me now. But that's all right. You know what I mean? It was a good debate, other than that. But you know what? As I said, sometimes you got to be edgy. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Did it really, Ian? Back in the day, it did. If you fall asleep, I think if you fall asleep, then he comes and gets you, doesn't he? Is it sinister to go to Hussam's channel to banter him during the game? No, Helge, it's not. But what I would say, Helge, what I would say to you, my friend, is reference me. Say, Sal sent me on the channel to reference you, and he said that, you know what, give Hussam some banter. That's what you do. Go on his channel and say, I'm here to give you some banter. He might not read it, but give him a super chat, even if it's 50p, 50 cents. Give him a super chat because he gets a lot, by the way. He's fair play to him. He's fair play. Gets a lot. And yeah, look, go up to his channel and just say, look, you know what? Sal sent me here to give you to give you banter. And I mean, the omen was cursed, wasn't it? Wasn't it a story about the omen being cursed? Wasn't it the omen being cursed? Sal, thanks for the watch-alongs. I'd enjoyed it very much. Big up yourself. Rest of your day, evening. Thank you so much, Garrett. I've enjoyed having you here. Oh, come on, Bournemouth. Can Bournemouth do it? Oh, no, I don't want that. I'd rather go hang with the lads. Big up, Helge. I'm surprised, too, that Reece James... You can send a message now to him, Helge. Say that I'm here watching you. Hoping Liverpool lose. Sal sent me this way. You can do it now. Fair point, RJ. James has barely been fit for years, but suddenly now he's fit as well. Yeah. The England fraudsters. There you go, guys. Live in color. You know what I mean? The England fraudsters, live in color TV. The England fraudsters. Luke Shaw, Reece James, all of those England fraudsters, because they only fit when England are about to play. Guys, they did it before and they did it again. They did it again. They did it before. They did it again. Absolutely. And they do it again. Did it before. They did it again. Absolutely, guys. Guys, been amazing watch-alongs and stuff. We only got 5 minutes left of the games left, of course, guys. Have we? No, these times have gone completely kerfuffle for me. The times have gone completely wrong for me, guys. No, they're right. That one's right. That one's right. That one's right. 85. That one's right. That one's right. They're all right. They're all right. Yeah, they're all right. Apart from there's a VAR going on in the Man City game. Not that it matters anyway now. That game is completely done, if we're being honest. That game is completely done. But there's a VAR going on there. Moyes is got Everton singing. I'm surprised how good they ever actually are. They've lost a couple, but they have been good since. Yeah, they are good this season. They've done very well this season compared. They're 5th place. But remember, guys, Man United can go joint 4th tomorrow, Monday, if we actually play our cards right. Can you believe it, guys? Man United can actually go 4th. I will be doing my match preview, guys. I haven't forgot about my match preview. Stavanger, they got a good football team. I remember that football team. It's going to be a red card for Sunderland. Not that it really matters, but it's going to be a red card, guys. He's looking at it. He's looking at the screen. Oh, that's a leg breaker, guys. That's a leg breaker. Oh, awful challenge. That's a red card, guys. I'm sorry. You've got to give a red card for that. Very good draw for us. Very good draw. Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 0, guys. Brilliant result for Manchester United. It's not been a bad day, has it, guys? Brilliant result for Man United. It's 0-0 between Chelsea and Bournemouth. It's finished, guys. It's finished. 0-0. Absolutely brilliant. Man United can move into joint 4th tomorrow, guys. Man United going joint. See, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's a red card for Sunderland. It was a red card for Sunderland. Sunderland have been given a red card, guys. It's Sunderland who have been given a red card. So they're down to 10 men. Not that it matters. Very good draw for us. Absolutely. Now Man United have to do their business. Man United have to do their business now, guys. So Man City is still playing. We're still waiting for full time in the other games, guys. Still waiting for full time. Bad tackle. That was RJ, wasn't it? Clear red. Awful time. Full time. Man City 3, Sunderland 0. That is full time, guys. Big win for Man City. Title race is open now, guys. The title race is wide open, guys. Absolutely wide open now. Arsenal will be shivering in their boots. 2 points off top place. All the games now, apart from the Newcastle game, guys, Full time, guys. Tottenham have won by 2-0. Bad result, really. Needed Tottenham to drop some points. That is 0-0. The Newcastle game is also still going on, of course. That has gone on. Everton have won by 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. Very, very poor result for Nottingham Forest, guys. Very poor. So it's only the Newcastle game at the moment that we're waiting to finish. But guys, yeah, look, Newcastle winning by 2-0. I doubt that they're going to drop the points, guys. I really do doubt that they're going to drop the points. I think they will hold on for that win, guys. But yeah, that game is over. The games are all over apart from, yeah, that's it. The Newcastle game at the moment. Leeds, please. Yeah, we need Leeds to do us a favour, guys. We need Leeds to do us a favour. All Chelsea fans are saying Garnacho has been shit. Of course he is. We could have told them that. Thank you for the money. Exactly. Arsenal's was the position a couple of years ago. Absolutely. The rating says 4.9 out of 10. Worst player on the pitch for Chelsea. Hold that. Hold that. Absolutely. Hold that. That is what it's all about, guys. Hold that, guys. Tottenham actually still going ahead, but it's stopped my thing. But yeah, Burnley still going on with Newcastle, guys. Absolutely. Brilliant stream, guys. Brilliant stream. First one for the Premier League watch-alongs, guys. But there is a penalty shout for Burnley. Garnizzi, big up. It's not going to be for Burnley. It's not going to be a penalty. Is it a penalty for Burnley? It is a penalty for Burnley. Burnley have got a penalty. Kenny, Burnley got a penalty. We're not over yet. Burnley can get back into this game, guys. Penalty for Burnley. Here we go, guys. It's a penalty. That would mean how many minutes have been added on? Only a few minutes. That's a shame. They ain't got enough time. Penalty for Burnley. Burnley penalty here. Here we go. Burnley penalty. Go on, hurry up and take it. You ain't got much time, you know. The game is going to be finished by the time you know it. So is Burnley going to take the penalty? Will he score it? Will the game be over? Will they have a chance to kick that ball? Maybe Burnley might be able to do something. And it's a goal. 2-1, guys. One more goal for Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Get that goal, guys. Get that goal. Big up. Come on, Burnley. Get that goal, guys. Tottenham 2, Brentford 0. Poor from Brentford, to be fair. Come on, Burnley. You got to get that goal. Bring on the... No word of a lie. Absolutely, Ian. We need Burnley. Team Burnley. Come on. Team Burnley. Can I get that game on? Can I get the Burnley game on, please? I want to get the Burnley game. I want to watch Burnley. That's what I want to watch. I don't want to watch anything else but Burnley. I need to watch Burnley. That's what I need to do. I need to watch Burnley. You turn it off. I need to watch Burnley. Here we go. Let's watch it. Come on, guys. 2-1. We got a few minutes left, guys, of the game. I want to watch Burnley. I don't want to watch anything else but Burnley. Burnley. Come on. Imagine being the shittest team in Claret and whatever. Oh, goodness me. Come on, Burnley, man. What the hell was that? Bloody Burnley. I want to watch Burnley. I don't want to watch anyone else. Oh, F off, man. What's going on with this? Come on, Burnley. Hoof the ball in the box. That's it. Hoof it. Oh, bloody, they can't kick it long these days, isn't it? Bloody snowflakes. Hoof the ball in the box. Bloody Newcastle barcode merchants. Bloody barcode merchants. Look at them. No one cares about Newcastle. They're only big in Newcastle. Nerves are still. Come on. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it, guys. It doesn't look like it. It's a chance for Newcastle. Are they going to make it 3? Oh, they nearly made it 3. Burnley, man. Burnley, come on. They ain't done nothing. No, I mean, they had a chance here. They could have got that ball in the box, but they got 10 men as well. Fair play. Yeah, they had that ball in the box, but come on, Burnley, man. Eddie Howe, overrated. Burnley, what they need to do now, get the goalkeeper, get everyone in the box, and just hoof that ball right into the box. Get it right in the mush. Get it right in there. Keeper, kick that ball. Kick that ball right up there and get that ball. Come on. Eddie Howe, your tracksuit buttons are too tight, mate. Kick it forward. That's it. That's what I like. Up in there. Go on. In the box. In the box. Go on. Go on. Oh, he did it. Why did he hit? Oh, my goodness. What's going on? Why didn't they? They all confused themselves. Full time, guys. Unfortunately, they didn't do it. Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Fair play to Burnley. Burnley did well, guys. Burnley did well to actually make a game of that. They actually made a game of that. Congratulations to Burnley, guys. Burnley win that game. We're looking at the Premier League at the moment. Look, you know what? There's a long way to go, guys. But Arsenal are top of the league by 2 points ahead of Man City. There's a very squeaky bum time, as they say, as Sir Alex Ferguson once said, guys. I want to thank everyone for joining me on this great stream, of course, all day long. You're absolutely great people. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great evening. Matt, let me just recover. The FA Premier League, it was basically Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0, Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Don't know why I paused there. Man City 3, Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2, Burnley 1, Tottenham 2, Brentford. So you can tell I can't do this for a living in regards to blah. Be a video printer, man. 2-0 to Tottenham. And it was finished Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Great stream, guys. Have a great evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal Warner. This has been the live watch along with the Premier League, guys. Absolutely. The bin dippers can bin dip. I'm off, guys. Have a great evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. Take it easy, guys. Fantastic. Peace.